it's hard to get them down, I think. Yeah, I mean, they are. They're very happy and very grateful, and I think a lot of it is just once you've been through what they've been through, it's night and day. I guess probably a couple of the major turning points in Burmese history. The first was 1948, which is when the nation of Burma actually got independence from the British Empire. And for about 14 years after that, they actually had a democracy. And then in 1962, the military staged a coup against the government. And it's actually been a military junta that's in power till this day. There have not been any democratic elections, and they've really wreaked havoc on the country. For a long time after Burma got independence from the British Empire, ethnic minorities were asking for their own independence. They wanted to be their own separate nations. Of course, when the military junta came into power, they cracked down extremely harshly on ethnic minorities and basically kicked them out or tried to kill them. At one point or another, a lot of these ethnic minorities flee the jungle to get to relative safety in Thailand. There are estimates of millions of Burmese refugees in Thailand right now. The reason it isn't in the news now is not because it's gotten better. It's still exactly the same, it's probably worse.
If you stay in Thailand, and because if you stay in refugee camps, you can be nothing. And you came here and you have an opportunity to go to school, and then you can learn freely.
Well, I was doing a summer internship with the International Rescue Committee, and it was me and 3 other interns that wrote English curriculum for them and taught English with them. A lot of these kids in the program we would get, days after they got to America. They would get off of a plane, go get all of the shots that they needed to be okay, to be around other Americans and things, and then show up in my classroom. And let's say it was one of those.
So my caseworker sent me to IRC school to learn a little bit English before I go to high school.
I remember our first day in class, he already knew the alphabet and he could actually read pretty well, but he didn't know anything that he was reading.
I told my brothers to look for me a dictionary. Yeah, this one is helped me a lot. But even though I don't know how to read, even though they don't understand me, I just keep talking. I never give up. Just put shy behind me. I don't put shy before me, then I just try and then I got a little better and better. I just keep asking 2 or 3 or 4 times. Maybe sometimes they were angry at me because I just keep asking and asking.
I think, we hear about refugees or people coming from other countries and assume that we're going to be so different. And in a lot of ways, we really are, but I don't think people realize how easy it is to build those friendships, and how much that we are alike. And after I experienced that, it was just something where I couldn't think of a reason not to stay friends with these people and to keep helping them, just because, I thought of them as my brothers. We're all human, and, they kind of became a part of my family. And I think that's probably, for a lot of people that aren't aware of this or don't help, if they spent 10 minutes around any of these families, I'm sure they would feel the same way that I do. one time at Bletse's apartment, he kept telling me about something that they loved that he was going to make for me called kafimate or something, and I couldn't understand what he was saying. And so one day after I'd finished helping him with his homework, he brings me this mug and said it again. He's like, kafimate. And then I was like, I don't understand, what is it? So he goes to the fridge and pulls out a jug of coffee mate, and apparently him and his family love it, and they just pour it out into a pan and heat it up on the stove and drink it straight. So I got to drink a mug full of coffee mate with Bletse one day.
And these are all the English words, and these all Korean. To make memorize, I have a lot.
What are the highlighted ones?
This one is because it is hard for me to pronounce, then I just keep highlighting. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6 pages. And this one's for Wednesday.
Are you still adding stuff to that list?
Yes, if I found the interesting word, like I don't understand the meaning, I try to keep adding in my notes and keep studying and studying and studying.
And we didn't think that in the future there'll be that many Korean people will be arriving, but blessed from God that He provide everything for our Korean people. So like 5 years ago, a big wave of refugees start arriving. So they live not too far from here. So we call them, let them know that we attend this church, and then we do have a pastor, but we worship with the English service. At the same time, we have a translator, and then after that, they give us a time to worship in our own language, like twice a month. God answered our prayer, and we got our pastor like a little bit over a year. That's why they give us this space, and we worship in our own time, in our own language. Before, he involved the youth, like a youth activity around here. Every time I need help, because he live very close right here, I will come and get him to come and help me out, like and raise the furniture or clean up, or sometimes to create stuff for me. Yeah, but he tried to involve here. He help out kids, and he's a very good kid. He's a very good young man.
When the first time that I came here, I really want to be a doctor, but then later on I find out that you have to go to another 6 or 7 years after college. I thought that is really long time to take me, and then I changed my mind. I want to work on a Catholic charity or to help other people who can speak English and came from another country, like my nationals or other nationals that can speak English. I really want to help them to understand English, to teach them.
There are thousands of people here from all over the world that speak dozens of different languages, that have these incredible stories, are so resilient after all they've been through, and we just don't even know. People don't even know that they're here.
Take on another shaft, palms in the middle, hands in the middle, walk out another raft. Something is muffled, another struggle. The city